I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Tommy Goodchild, I would say, is a trailblazer. He served at the fire service as a volunteer. You know, very likely was one of the first people to sign up just a few short years after the fire company was started. And he was also a trailblazer for the rights of working people in Grand Island. Like we said, leading the charge to City Hall to make fair and equitable working conditions for the people of Grand Island. So it's not every day that we get to honor somebody like Mr. Goodchild, but it is great that we get to do that here today. So thanks everybody for coming out.
I just want to say a few words really that are related to the fire department aspect to Tommy. And to be honest, prior to these efforts, I really hadn't heard of Tommy. And since that time, I've been very fortunate to learn more of his story. And now that I've learned more, I found he was a very good business person and advocate for fair and equitable treatment of workers. And he was a member of the Grand Island Volunteer Fire Department, Hook and Ladder Company 1. And to give some perspective on the fire department side of it, the Grand Island Fire Department was formed 149 years ago on June 8, 1874. Tommy would have joined our fire department just a few years later. So quite a while ago, but he was there very early on. Since those early days, the Grand Island Fire Department has changed quite a bit. But our purpose today is the same as it was back then. We are here to serve others. And from what I understand about Tommy Goodchild, he understood that mission and he embraced it. Tommy felt the calling to look out for and take care of his fellow Grand Island residents, and he answered that call through his career choice as a barber, by being a community leader, and perhaps, in my opinion, most importantly, by volunteering his free time as a member of the Grand Island Fire Department, Hook and Ladder Company 1. Firefighters don't serve for glory or recognition. Firefighters serve because it's the right thing to do. With what I now know about Tommy, I believe he felt that same way. He didn't join the fire department for personal reasons or personal benefit. He joined because it was the right thing to do. Which brings me to my final point. I'm guessing Tommy wouldn't want or need the recognition that he's getting here tonight, but in my opinion, it's well-deserved and 131 years overdue.
This really was a community effort. The Historical Society, we might have started it, but just like when Tommy passed away and the whole community came out to celebrate his life and what he had done for the community, the whole community came out again 130 years later to make sure that he's getting the recognition he deserves and his grave is not forgotten and lost to time. I mean, yeah, he just has an incredible story as a firefighter, as a business owner, and a labor advocate. But when you take his backstory into consideration, I mean, he was born into slavery. His entire family was born into slavery. And in spite of that, they set out to create a new life for themselves, and they really did. He was a very successful businessman. He took care of his family. He took care of his workers. And again, he was beloved by the community. He made his place in the world. The world wasn't very kind to him when he was born, but when he left this world, he was beloved by the people in this community.